I just wanted to come on here and document my opinions. While the episode itself is a red herring bait and switch, I do believe, however, there are half-truths and lies. For instance, the scene about issues with cube collisions is in fact true. Pomni executed that previously in episode 2. I can only point to one other thing that might be a half-truth, but I'll bring that up later. I do want to point out how hard it is to tell what should be paid attention to, though. Like, the show directs a lot of attention to how the main cast really rely on Kinger's input and advice. Your first instinct now is this is another bait and switch somehow, but I really want to say this is just good writing and a natural consequence of the show because of each character's interaction with Kinger. My guess the next to abstract would be Jax, as the events of episode 7 is probably not at all helping his mental health. I have no speculation on what exactly is happening in the flashbacks, as Gooseworx has made plenty of mean jokes. But I do believe whatever the flashbacks were there encouraging Jax to want to stay in the circus, as the choice wasn't made over contemplation, but a reaction through a panic attack. However, Gooseworx said it's someone unexpected to abstract next. Then my guess in regards to that information would be Zubul. Zubul does have a close relationship with Gangle, but I think it's more of a distraction from themselves as is implied in episode 6. They don't take their own advice and self-love as they don't answer and it's quickly glossed over. Also, them being so stressed and rushed in episode 7, they didn't notice the bee doodle on the map when they were the one there seeing Kane draw bees during the, in quote, therapy session in episode 3. Now, don't get me wrong, I also would have been just as keen on escaping and following instructions to the T myself. As much as I love Kinger, he is 100% hiding something despite his condition. But I'm not going to nitpick when he gains cognizance versus when he doesn't, only focusing on what is provided in the text of the show. He mentions in episode 6 how he realizes something is not his fault anymore. Realistically, it's probably because of Queenie abstracting. But connecting back to potential half-truths and lies of episode 7, Abel mentioned Kinger's wisdom not used responsibly. Also this. I don't know what this is. Now I want to talk about the show as a whole. The only trail I'm finding is they probably need to go out into the void. Kane even said,
"He'll get totally spoiled!"
I worry they'll have to break Kane to get out, as implied Kane is holding everything together in episode 3. And my one shot in the dark is I worry someone will have to be left behind. I think Gooseworx has done an amazing job weaving in obvious inspiration, but remaking it to something completely original that just because I've seen previous things that this show is obviously referencing, I still have no idea what's going to happen and how this world is made. Gooseworx is an amazing writer, especially considering she does the majority of this all by herself. I'm really glad Glitch gave her the green light and elevated one of the best artists out there. She is an inspiration of mine to never stop trying and never stop making. And I can't wait to see how this all ends. And rewatch it again 100 times.